Hello everyone and welcome back to Naval Action, and we are in the port of Lamona in our recently captured Ingermannland, and we're about to set out to see if we can find ourselves a solo Endymion. Before we do so, let's just run over the stats and loadout of the Inger. So we managed to get a Sabiku frame and a white planking, which is not too bad. Port bonuses, we managed the sailing 1, Master rig 1 and a hull 2. Put a bit of paint on her, and I've loaded her up with 32 and 18 pounder longs, 32 pounder carronades on upper deck, regular 4 pounders in the bow for a bit of chain, and 68 pound carronades on the stern. Upgrades is only has 1 slot, so I put navy planking in on it. Could probably go on with a Cartagena caulking refit for an extra 2, but I had this one lying around. And the other one's a bit expensive at the time. So this is what we're going to go with. So not the best of armor, just 99 on the size, on the thickness. But we do get a slight boost to our hit points here. Speed is decent. And all around she's got no negative stats except being a grey status here. And we could have done with a few more upgrade slots. But it is what it is. Before we head out, let's check out our stats here. Go into the Navy menu, hover over the item here. You can see we need 9 for each cycle for repairs of both the rig and hull. And we are slightly low. So let's get a few more on here. It's just easy to do this. Split 90. Boom. And our crew is a maximum of 470. We got 290, it's a bit over half. 3/5 almost of a run, and should do us. Packs has been added to double shot for the longs. Prepared, so we go in loaded. Expert comms and emergency master just for that oomph to the repair, and I put determined defender on so we don't get insta boarded in if we get ourselves into a bad position. So that's the loadout. We're gonna leave port, and I'm gonna bring you right back once we find a target to attack. See you in a second. Alright, we're back. I'm a bit done with trying to find a solo Agamemnon. So what we're going to do instead is actually attack A+1 here. And I'm going to attack him more or less now because I don't want to wait too long and risk getting up close to that fort. The Martello towers we can kind of deal with, as I'm going to pull him away from shore anyway. But yeah, I don't want to get close to that square fort, that's for sure. We should be safe to tag. They shouldn't be pulling in the other fleets here. Slightly ahead. And see how the split goes. If I were more to the open water, I would probably have tagged him a bit more to the rear, but not this time, sadly. Well, we're behind him anyway. 2-2, 1-2, 4-2. Let's see, we are fighting 2 Agamemnon, so we can deal with either of them, and we are massively outnumbered here. So the bravery perks might have been good here. The attempt is to slow one down by chains, and then have a good run. Create some distance and then take on the other one while the other one is falling behind. We have tried and do stuff like this before without much luck, so we'll see how we do today. Bit low. He's going to give a chance to come in behind him, isn't he? Alright, so if we depower a bit, that guy should swing to one side and we should be able to swing in behind the other one. Might even do this. Actually, that was the wrong way around. Artillery tower firing. We are really in too close for these chain shots to be anywhere near effective. But we'll make do. Get reloading here on the starboard side. No, why not? F that then. Dodged a bit of it, but not much. I had hoped they had better speed so we can come in behind and chain one of them, but that wasn't going to happen. Stone rake with the stone carrows. Fire them into the water apparently. So we're off to a bit of a shitty start. We've got no option but to try and get a bit of a repair going. And it also, this fight also depends on the AI really, because we used to be able to control and manipulate them a bit easier than we can with the AI updates they've done. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a reset. We're too damaged already. What we could do is make a run for it and then fall back in, because we'll be able to slow this guy down pretty hard. See if the other one's going to give chase. Alright, run for a bit. He's down to 83, so that guy's slowed us. Slowed down pretty well. And the thing is here, that what we would want to do really is to run against the wind, because the AI can't sail against the wind as we can. But in this case, running against the wind will take us too close into shore, so we have to run with the wind here. Gotta get the wind out on quarter. We need to shift some crew around, otherwise we don't have enough for a repair. Already lost 45 crew here, so... Come around to the other side, fire the chains. This is going to be a long chain shot, but might as well dump them before we get too far ahead. See if we can do a bit more damage now. He's at full sails, and then we're just going to run. Aiming was a bit off with the carrows, but alright, first cycle of repairs done. We're just going to run until we completely back up to full strength, and at that time hopefully Gaspar will have caught up and Dominique will have fallen back. I'm going to bring a quick cut here. I'll bring you right back in once we're repaired up and hopefully have split the enemy fleet. Alright, I've brought you back in here. Not because we're quite finished doing the repairs and stuff. We've still got one coming up in 30 seconds. It haven't been that long. However, we have managed to reduce the other one to 65% sail and do a turn back to northwest. So currently we have the following ship in a position where we're actually able to shoot at him without him having us in his target. So we're starting to reduce him as well as getting our repair going in a second here. So it's still a bit slow going right now, but I wanted to bring you in because we're starting to fire on the guy, and I didn't want to bring you in at a position where we were actively in the middle of the fight, more or less. So starting to reduce that guy down once we've reloaded every damn time. I'll remove my sailing crew. I'm also going to reduce my gunnery crew here because I do need all the crew I can have. Also, we are going to go use some rum just to get up 45 crew here. We do need them on gunnery and stuff. That's the situation we find ourselves in. We are repairing. They're not shooting at us. We're out of range of the square fort down there. Martello Tower's up behind us. What was that? He's behind the other ship, and off this way here there was a square fort down here somewhere as well. There he is, and the Martello Tower is somewhere behind the other one, on the point in behind him. So that guy is falling behind finally, and every time we're at full reload, which is now, we're gonna depower, turn in, and we're going to shoot at this guy, but it's going to be at an angle. And what you have to be aware of here is your heel. You don't want to spend too long getting the shot in, because then you'll turn and return fire, which you did just there. Not good. Took a bit too long talking about it instead of getting it done. But we are starting to reduce his side armor here. So it's still a slow fight. We're taking our time, doing it step by step. We're just gonna slowly reduce what we can as we get our repair back up. Definitely we're off to a bad start. I made the decision to go in between them instead of turning away. Hoping that we'll split a bit further apart so I can get at least chain shot in with a stone rake on one of them to slow him down initially. But no. And you've heard me say this before. I am a creature of habit, and I usually attack up close and personal. Fights like this, and I definitely shouldn't have. I should have been keeping my range on the tag, probably. Reload is coming up. I'm gonna wait for the lower deck 32s. 32s, 24s, 32s, 32s. All this switching ships all the time makes me slightly confused on the loadout. Right, the repairs are done for now. Don't want to run for at least one more cycle. Get into a full load up. Starting the turn. Keep power. Case of fire coming in for the other guy. Like that. Fire, a bit of a leading shot. He turned to get a shot back in on us. Not ideal. See if we can open the range a bit more. See, this guy's clearly falling behind now. I want to create as much distance in between him and us, so that when we come to... I don't want Dominique to get too close, so that once we get into a boarding situation with Gaspard, we don't have too much fire coming in from Dominique at the same time. We'll see how it goes. I am taking too long to do the actual turn in on Gaspard here, which is somewhat annoying. What we might do is just switch the angle a little bit, not much. Let's see if we can turning to get a shot on, so we're going to turn the opposite direction. And then we're going to come back around again. A few of them hit the rear of him. Comes his fire. Delayed most of it. All of it, actually. Alright. So time to change the tactics somewhat. Same time, I don't want him to get in behind me. He's starting to represent the opposite side of me. Let those a bit more in towards the bowsprit, but what it is. Five minutes 44 seconds. Slightly more damage than us, but only ever so slightly. Just feel like he's catching up to us. The wind have turned. Now have the wind coming in from a southerly direction. And there we go. That's what I was trying to intend. That was the intent of doing all the time, is in the turn back in, so that once he fires, it's going to be at an off angle. Managed there, but hey, where are you going? I'm back here and fight here, you chicken. Don't want him running back into the lee of the shore and presenting me with the opposite side of him. Don't want Dominique to catch up, and if this guy keeps turning, that's what's going to happen. But it might give us a chance to reduce his cruise and what. If there is another fort up there. There's a Matilla tower there. Him turning back to the cover his friend is somewhat annoying. But at the same time, it means Dominique will have to turn with us at some point. Might be an opportunity here, might not. At least might give us a raking option here on Gaspard. Slow down. Angle this. It's gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, he already fired. Phew. See who does the quick turn here. Looks like he is, and he was coming with a win, so he should be. What are you doing, Gaspard? You're gonna allow us to fight you against the wind, are you? Like it. Stern raid by Dominique. One minute 30 for a round of repair. He's going to bounce. Right, let's tack out, force Dominique into the wind. It's going to be shit for him with this damage sail. We're not at a very good speed for this. I'm going to chance it and see if we can pull back out, focus our fire on Gaspard. Might as well fire as we come in. Was a bit late, so most of them go in front of him, but it's what it is. We might even, and this is a big if, but we might even end up just sinking Gaspard and then focus our efforts in on Dominique. We should have the time for doing that. That is also a valid option. Around, come around, come around. On the way. Need to build up some speed before Gaspard is reloaded. Gonna angle again. On angle, angle, angle. We're in a position where they're both firing at us right now. We can come up behind Gaspard here. He should follow us around. I say should. I'm not 100% sure what he's going to do. for a bit. This spot is slowly turning around. And that's why I want him. I want him presenting that damage side to us. Now that's also our damage side. But going damage side to his full side is not going to be in our favor. So this is what I want. If I can hit, that is. Alright, let's run away for a bit. Alright, so what's been happening, I just fired another broadside here. You can see we've managed to sail, do a quick turn, fire on Gaspard, and turn back away again before we get hit. Still got another 6 minutes until we're repaired. So all we're doing is the maneuver I'm going to show you in a bit. What I want you to notice is, as we do this maneuver, just did it twice with no issues, so if I foul it up here on screen, you know it doesn't always work. But what we've been doing is, as soon as the reload's up, do a hard turn, use our yard arms, get in. As soon as we more or less have him, stop and turn the other way, fire, then come the other way again. You won't hit us accurately, and I should turn the rear yard arm the opposite way. We still managed to do 27 hull hits on him without him getting a shot off. The one I just did was a bit messy as I turned both yards to the same direction. But it does mean that we've slowly been working on him. So my initial plan of boarding that guy, Gaspard, and taking on just leaving Dominique behind is not going to work. What we're going to do, we're going to sink Gaspard, and as soon as he goes down and we'll repair back up, we'll go in on Dominique. So one broadside more maybe should be able to take him down. I don't know. We're loaded. We're turning in, using our forward yard arm to assist us in the turn. He's going to start counter turning. We almost have him, so we're going to get fire, and then we're going to counter turn again. See, most of our shot was ineffective. We only managed to hit him 15 times, but he didn't get a shot off. And we have his pump taken out. He's down below 20% structure. He is effectively going down. Right now, we're still going to run with the wind for a bit and increase our range to Dominique. It's going to give us a bit more time to get a repair or two off, and then we can turn around and engage that guy. But right now, we have Gaspard is sinking, and if the option was just, or the goal was just to sink both guys, we could do the exact same thing with Dominique, and even a bit easier because we could be doing it at battle sails because of his damage sails. But we do need a new ship for the next step of the through the ranks, so we do have to board and take Dominique, and he is fully repaired and fully good to go. I am wondering about his guns though. It says 2 and 34. Why is he not reloaded? Chaser coming in. Going wide. So we got Gaspard down. Got a repair coming back up. Maybe even 2. I got. If I do 2 cycles of repairs, it's going to leave me at about 40 minutes left to finish the, Dominique. And we're probably not going to be completely in ship shape. We'll get there, but that's what we aim to do. So I'm going to bring you back once we are ready to attack. Alright, welcome back again, and as you can see, more or less 10 minutes have passed, almost 12. We're just about to do another cycle of repairs, and I've been playing the same cat and mouse game with Dominique, reloading, turning, firing, turning back out again before he can fire, and I've managed to reduce his starboard side to 50% of his initial armor. And so we're going to continue doing that until the repair's done, and then we'll see how we change. We are slowly, wrong side. We are slowly getting pushed into the wind, which is both an advantage and a disadvantage. Fire, turn back out. What we need to be careful of here is that every time we turn in, we will be slowed down by the wind. So if we get slowed down too much, he will actually turn and fire on us, and we don't want that. I also had a round of rum just to get my crew back up, so now at 470 and he's currently at 485. We do have a full side armor, so taking a hit or two isn't too bad, but at some point we will need to turn to come back out, hopefully come back out and onto his damaged side. So we'll see. Probably do one more round of fire here as we're loaded, and then we're going to have to do a starboard turn and see what we can do, because we are getting dangerously close to the wind here when we want to fire. Low turn it a bit. You see we're getting so close to the wind here. I'm not using my yard arms as much, so they won't help. We've got to fire now. Turning it up a bit high. Back up. Only managed 14 hits, but still a good chunk of damage and a bit of crew off. And he still didn't manage to get a shot off. Now what we need to do is come back out and get the wind in a favorable position, because you saw that turn, we were almost in irons, and if we were doing it too slow, we would have been caught out and caught in the wind. We don't want to do that. Going to give him the stern chasers for good measure. 1 penetration, 1 damage. That's good. And here he's going to turn. He's going to turn. He's going to turn. Only to give chase. We do want to come up on his other side once we do this. So we're going to try and turn. We're going to slow down a bit. Hopefully come in behind him. 1 for a stern rake. And secondly, to come back up on his damaged side here. Speed. Get our yards back. Make sure we angle as much as we can. I'm going to continue in behind him. I'm not going to reload. Stern chasers for now. We're using our crew for a repair. And give him the bows just for measure. And then we got our strong side passing in behind him and coming up on his damaged side. We continue to wear down that starboard side of his, and at some point soon start to take off his crew. We're going to come in for a rake option. We won't be firing from a stern for that. Is slightly out turning us here. I know it's dark. It's turned night time here, so it's not going to be the best viewing option for you guys, but here's what it is. $25 hits, not bad at all. We are unloaded now on that side, so turn slightly to give him an incentive to turn back towards us. Otherwise we can easily catch up with him and do it again. Our repairs are done. 8 minutes until the next one. As long as we keep on the strong side here, I'm not overly worried. Let's see. He's still turning. No, he's just recovering from that rudder incident, and he might even. Not gonna be a rake here, but we're still gonna hit him on his stern here. Bit on an off angle. Some of it is gonna hit the stern, some is gonna bounce on the side, but we managed to take out his rudder. Gonna have a bit harder time to maneuver now, so can allow ourselves to be slowed down here. We are losing speed due to being in irons, and so is he. As long as he's stuck there, sorry for the shake, I can allow myself to stay here and keep firing at him. Probably go down to battle taste now. When we need to get out of this position, we can. Reload, boys, reload. Reload the bounce down. Starting to go negative. He gains speed, so let's do the same. Done. Managed to get a decent angle there. Mitigate a bit of the damage. We are more or less stuck here, and so is he. He's caught in the irons, and we're more or less damaged on equal size now, so we can actually allow ourselves to come around, come back in on him, maybe to get him to turn out of the wind. But it's going to bounce as long as he shoots on the sides. If he gets into the alright, we're in the negative now, so the wind is shifting a bit. Don't like the fact that I'm going to end up showing my stern to him. That was not the intention. And we do have a almost 60-man advantage in crew right now. Come on, turn around, turn around, turn around. Don't let him shoot too much into us. We just lost 10 crew there. 12. Well, 1, 3. No, 1, 3. Oh, great. Gotta come around. Fire from the stern here. Looks like he's slowly getting on the way too. 30 minutes of downtime. We only got 30 minutes left anyway, so fine. And we don't want to do more damage to this side anyway. Gun has been reloaded. 5, Barrel's been reloaded. 5. Oh, we got him. Let's just get in there. 40-man advantage. 1, 2, 3, 5, 9. Slow down. Half sails. Get that preparation up. Taking a bit of damage as we're coming in, losing a bit of crew. Manually. Go down even further. About to angle in. Come to complete stop. Lay her over. I'm not going to board just yet. I want to get into a good boarding position yet. Now we're pulling for a boarding. Get the crew off that and off gunnery as well. Brace for the first 2 rounds so we don't run into his either deck guns or grenades. That's the deck guns. Here comes the grenades. Ow, fire per 20 on grenades. Are you mad? Good attacking on that one. Took down 75 crew. I'll brace up again. Here comes his deck guns and grenades. Yeah, grenades first, and it's going to be deck guns. Hopefully we'll be reloaded by the time we do. Hey, should be deck guns coming now. Yes, that's the deck guns. That's our cue to fire these. 29, 32 crew down. .48 crew removed. Brace. Grenade should be up next, yes. Comes grenades. 15. And the deck gun should be up next. I hold my fire, get a bit more reloading. Deck guns. Fire. Attack in. Another decent attack, 57. Running low on morale and men. We've got almost 2-to-1 advantage now. Face up. Next up comes the grenades. Next up comes the deck guns. Do it 5 and 3. What's the deck guns? That's all time to shine soon. Fire the guns. Attack. Raise up. We really need some preparation back up. That was his grenades. Deck gun shouldn't be ready for this round, but we're not ready either. That should be his deck guns coming up now. Yes. What's his deck guns? Then his grenades should be coming this round as well. Yeah, there we go. Gonna brace for this round as well, and should get a preparation back up. That was his grenades. And fire whatever grape we have loaded. Wait for that last second attack. And there we go. We managed it. If you can't hear from my voice, I am pretty happy this worked out. Alright, boarding 1. Let's see what we got. My luck, a shabby one. Alright. Copper plating, which is good for my trade ships. We actually got ourselves a bookshelf as well. Bow and refit. Nice. And a bit of doubloons. More importantly, what do we get? Teak oak. This is not too bad. It's only a 1 upgrade ship. However, notice the side armor of this. It's 99 off the bat. Now, our ship was 99 with an upgrade. We can push this to... If we go with Copenhagen, we could push her to 106. Not too bad. But let's transfer a bit of crew. Confirm. And we managed it. We sunk Gaspard, which was initially our primary target, but managed to get into a different position, sink him instead, and then take our time on this and focus down on Dominique instead. So, for once, a good enemy +1 fight, even versus an Agamemnon. I'm pretty pleased about that. So, let's leave the battle. I'll limp back to port. And let's just see how much XP we got before we do. Not that it really matters because I'm not going to use this Inger anymore. But we managed to get almost 1,800 out of that and 80,000 reals. So I'm going to limp back to Lamona. I'm going to rearm and refit the Agamemnon. And I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, everything YouTube related to help algorithm and stuff like that. And let me just say, I really, really appreciate all the comments, all the feedback I get on any of the episodes, whether you like it, whether you dislike it, whether it's a generic naval action question or anything like that. I really do appreciate it. So thank you all very much. Until next time, stay safe.